This video is a quick intro and tutorial on how to use Treiber's Micro-Adjust Butterfly Clasp. So the first step is we're going to open up the clasp cover there. And you can see there's no gap between these two last links on either side of the bracelet. This is what the clasp looks like in its smallest position. So let's say the bracelet is too tight one day and you want to expand it. You have 5 millimeters of adjustment total in 2.5 millimeter increments. So we're first going to open up the clasp, and you can see there's two small buttons on either side of this last link. We're going to press those buttons in while shifting the clasp away from the bracelet. So we're basically going to be pushing the clasp towards the right of the screen in this orientation. So there it just shifted 2.5 millimeters. You can see half of the Treiber logo there. You can see the gap, and that covers that gap. If the bracelet is still too tight and you want to expand it another 2.5 millimeters, you can do so on the other link. So it's the same process. We're going to press these two little buttons on either side of this last link and shift the clasp away from the bracelet. So shifting clasp this way to the right of the screen. So on the side with the clasp cover, I like to use my nails. It's a little easier. So I'm going to press those buttons in and shift that clasp over. So now we have 5 millimeters total, and you can see the full Treiber logo. And again, the clasp cover covers that gap. Now, if you need to make the bracelet smaller when it's in this fully expanded position, it's the same steps, just in reverse. So I'll show you on one side. Again, we're going to press these two little buttons with our fingers and shift the clasp. This time we're going to shift it towards the bracelet, so to the left of the screen. So press those buttons in, shift that clasp over, and now we're back to the 2.5 millimeter expanded configuration. There's your look into the Treiber Micro-Adjust Clasp. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out.